Welcome to the Jermaine Brown Football Show. It is Wednesday, September the 4th, 2013. Before I get into the NFL season, which is about to start, I want to first start off with Johnny Football, also known as Johnny Manziel. Okay, recently there was a game this past Saturday, where he played against Rice, where he did some antics that a lot of people find offensive. Okay, the money sign, which makes it look as if he is thumbing his nose at the NCAA. Also taunting his opponents. Now, I'm not an advocate of those things, but I didn't think his actions this past Saturday was as bad as people think it is. However, I will say this. Getting your team a 15-yard penalty was not a very wise course of action. And if Manziel wants to be a top-flight draft pick in this upcoming NFL's draft, I highly suggest that he straighten out his act and straighten it out quickly. Because the one thing that teams do not want is a diva quarterback. And right now, that's the label you're getting. Fair or not, that's the label you're getting. You're being known as a diva. That's not a good thing. Okay? Now, I am going to say why the media has a problem with Johnny Manziel. Okay? What they cannot say, but I'm going to say it here. Number one, yes, he's a rich kid. And secretly, that bothers people, is that he's rich. Okay? And he's considered spoiled. So that makes it even worse, a spoiled rich kid. But that by itself is not the problem, because even Peyton Manning was rich when he was in Tennessee, and his brother Eli Manning at Ole Miss, so the media didn't have a problem with them. So it wasn't just about the fact that they were rich. He's a rich kid that really irks them. Here's what irks him. He's acting too black. He hangs around black folks. That's not an issue with them, but the fact that he acts too black is what bothers them. And they cannot say that because they would be thrown off the air. They would lose their job. But I can say it because it's the truth. When you're being compared to T.O., what skin color is T.O., folks? Let's wake up. I heard a popular talk show host say, well, if he was a wide receiver or a defensive back, we wouldn't care, because they're divas. Well, what skin color is most wide receivers and defensive backs? Let's add it up, folks. 1 and 1 equals 2 in my world. So the fact that he is very flamboyant, you can even use the word arrogant, that bothers people. Because he doesn't act like the typical white quarterback, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. He doesn't act humble. And the media wants you to act a certain way when you play a certain position, particularly in the NFL. Now, with all that said, let me get to the NFL. Because the NFL season is about to start tomorrow night when you have Denver versus Baltimore. And I want to put out certain predictions before the season starts. So this way, I'm not influenced by what happens during the season. Everybody is talking about this new crave called the pistol offense, the read option, whatever term you want to use. Or defenses is planning all summer long to stop it, and everybody's wondering how you're going to be able to stop it. Folks, let me explain to you how to stop the pistol offense or the read option. Particularly when you got a mobile quarterback who can both throw and pass. And that's the key. If they can't do both, you're not really running that offense, okay? It's not as effective. But when that quarterback can both throw the ball with accuracy and run, he's a problem. And so here's how you stop that kind of offense. You don't. That's right, I said it, you don't. You don't stop that offense. But here's how you can slow it down. You go to your offensive coordinator and you say, run the damn ball. If you want to slow down the pistol or the read option or the spread or the West Coast or any offensive formation a team chooses to use, run the ball. Because I have yet, in all my years of watching the NFL, I have yet to see a team, an offense score from the sidelines. Guess what? It never has happened and it never will. You have to be on the field to score. So the best way to slow down an offense like that, run the ball. I'll give you a perfect example. When the Bills played the Giants, I believe which was in the 1991 Super Bowl, the Bills had a high-powered offense. Everybody was like, how is the Giants going to be able to beat the Bills? Nobody picked the Giants to beat the Bills. Nobody thought you could stop that high-powered offense with Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and them boys. Andre Reed and them boys. Nobody thought you could stop it. But here's what Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells did. They took the air out of the ball. They ran the ball with O.J., not O.J. Simpson, but O.J. Anderson. They ran the ball. They pounded the ball. And what did that do? That kept the Bills' offense on the sidelines. That was ingenious. That was how the Giants won that Super Bowl. So if you want to stop these high-powered offenses of San Francisco, Seattle, Washington, Philadelphia, so on and so forth, Atlanta, New Orleans, whatever, you got to be able to run the football. So now this gets to my prediction. The two teams you're going to see in the Super Bowl, I don't know who they are, but here's what I do know. They're going to have the ability to run the football because you're not getting there if you don't run the football. It's that simple. You cannot win in today's game if you don't run the football. You got to be able to pass. That's very, very important. But you're also going to have to be able to run because that's the only way you're going to be able to slow down the other team's offense. And that is the truth. We'll be right back.